on this Saturday night. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sideline. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And midway through the season, the injuries starting to accrue. Both of these teams are at less than full strength. They're going to have to adjust.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the 5, home in the paint. And for Atlanta, the small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. Tyson Daniels is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Okongwu in its center. You know, these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Out to Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Getting Bridges something within the rhythm of the offense, I think that's good strategy, and I like it.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. The coach told me, quote, "Our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball." He continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Kevin?
Okay, Allie, thank you. And stolen by Okongwu. A 3 ball. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Johnson. It's rebounded by Charlotte. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Knipple with the bucket.
Getting through the bump. Nobody stopping Knipple.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Okongwu a screen. Here's the floater. Chalk up 2 there.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Ball. His last outing with 20 points. Right wing. Here's Reza Shea. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And here is Ball. To the wing right side. Knipple wide open and he fires. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
A lights-out shooter. Opponents will learn quick. You have to guard Knipple tight or he'll knock those down.
Johnson surveying the floor. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves. And the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Here's Alexander-Walker. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Here's Daniels. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Bridges. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. So, GA Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
And the first one drops.
In addition to being a talented scorer, Bridges also gets a good amount of board work done, too. He's a terrific all-around player.
All free throws good from Bridges.
You know, one of the things that endeared Miles Bridges to his college coach was he was a superstar in talent, but played with a blue-collar mindset.
Johnson outside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now Reza Shea. Shoots over Knipple. And it's Reza Shea missing. Hornets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Miller. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here is Daniels. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Diabate.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Outside Daniels. Pass to Johnson. Lays it up off the glass. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
To the wing on the left. Ball up top. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, when you use the word unicorn, a one-of-a-kind player, LaMelo Ball fits the bill for sure.
Yeah, we've had so few point guards north of 6'7", and he's right in that range. And he also shoots it well on high volume from the three-point line. I don't know if there's a guy quite like him in the league at that size with that vision and three-point shooting marksmanship.
And the NBA starting, Greg, to enter the third act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
He's about as calm as you can be at the stripe.
The Hawks trail by 4. Now, Alexander Walker. Can't hit from 12.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Ball with it. Okongwu covering. Pass to Diabate. And it's Miller in the corner. Daniels with the steal. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Ball. Now here is Miller, and Charlotte turns it over again. Here's a look at some of the stats for Brandon Miller.
And with the rise in his true shooting percentage these past 10 games, it's clear that he is feeling very good about the state of his game. We'll see if he has another steady performance in him here tonight.
Here's Alexander Walker, coming off a stellar performance against Utah. Pass to Okongwu, and Okongwu slams it in.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
Ball with it. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. The rebound by Johnson.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Outside Daniel. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Shea with the steal. Johnson, the pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Shea, covered by Miller. And Knipple over to help. Daniels inside the line. Offensive rebound. Pass to Shea. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Alexander Walker. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. A 3. And it's Shea missing.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Now, here's Ball. He's covered closely. And how about a look at a few of the hottest players in the NBA right now, the top scoring shooting guards in the past 10 games. Fourth, Brandon Miller.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
Yeah, you don't have to take a long look at their point totals to see that this is the premier group of scorers at the premier scoring position in the NBA. Shooting guards can flat out bring it.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. The first one falls.
You know, you come up with a list of all of the creative players in the league, and, you know, you've got to have LaMelo Ball on that list somewhere near the top. You know, he gives you head-turning passes at least a couple of times a game.
And so he makes both from the line. Now here's McCollum. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. There's the screen to the inside. Excellent D there from Ball.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time. But it doesn't happen often.
Charlotte no good that time either. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 4-point game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Now Ball. After the missed 3 from Corey Kispert. Green kicks to Williams. Shot clock at 5. Ball. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Ball's got 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
McCollum no good. Hornets leading by 6. To the paint. That's tipped. Kispert wide open. He fires. Misses the 3. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 15-6 run. The drive by Ball. And here's Green outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
As time has gone on, because of all the work he's put in, Green has become really solid from out there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Rockets. Inside. Here's Newell. He's guarded by Williams. Kicks it out to McCollum. Stolen by Ball. On the wing, Williams. Covered by Hield. McCollum against Ball. Here's Williams. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now an 11-point Hornets lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Charlotte.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Charlotte moving it around, and it's in there. Green's got 5.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Man, he's checked in for Charlotte. .124 left to play in the first quarter. And they get it. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Leading him right to the basket with a tremendous pass. Really good execution there.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drops for Newell. Hornets leading by 10. On the wing, James. Back to man. Stolen by Kispert. Pass to Landale. And now Williams running the floor all by himself. It's good on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 12.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now, here's Kispert. Boy, that win against the Jazz. He's another guy who really showed up to play. There's the triple. Rebound by Williams. Charlotte's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. James against Hield. James misses. Hawks shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Here's Williams. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. James looking around. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Charlotte going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Hornets leading by 10. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. And it's McCollum in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the two-star or three-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
The first one falls for him. Charlotte making a switch here. Diabate's checked in. All free throws good from Bridges. And here's McCollum. Still without a basket. Outside Daniels. Now here's McCollum. Defended by Man. McCollum passes to Johnson. Clock at 4. Over Bridges. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 5th rebound in this one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. And here are the Hornets now, following the bucket by the Hawks. Pass to Bridges. Shot from 12. Will not go. This is off the front iron. To the middle. Rizachet in the corner. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Hornets leading by 12. Now, Man. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Bridges with the steal. They get it again. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bridges has got the lead up to 14 now for the Hornets.
Well, I like the ruggedness that Bridges plays with. This guy's a load to stop and really can dig out those rebounds.
And there's a foul called on Trey Mann. That's his first foul. Atlanta making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. The Hornets also with a sub. Ball's checked in. Out to the wing. Johnson outside. Okongwu with a screen on Bridges. 5 to shoot. High post Johnson. He's against Bridges. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Johnson. Charlotte has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Ball, the pass to Miller. Here's Diabate. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And that one misses. The Hawks trail by 14. Johnson left side, and there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his first foul. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Alexander Walker. Lock at 6. The tray. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Daniels. Johnson's got 7 points for the quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Ball with it. He has 6. On the wing, Bridges. Second chance shot. A shot by Diabate. No good. Reza Shea finds Alexander Walker. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Stop getting loud and give a big welcome to your Hawks squad.
In fast break points, and they are in the top 10 in their ability to get on the glass. They have athletes willing to do the dirty work.
And going back to their assist ranking, there's a terrific flow to their offense. You've mentioned it, Greg, often. Good ball movement, good player movement. It's basketball as it was meant to be played. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Bridges. By Johnson.
He's had a hard time finding his shot this quarter.
And then Johnson with the jam.
And we've been watching Jalen Johnson build this confidence, taking it to the defense there. Big game tonight.
So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, and this young man's just getting started. Figures to be a problem for a long time.
And the Hawks with possession here, following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Outside Daniels. Back to Reza Shea. Shoots over Knipple. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Ball. He has 6. In the corner, it's Bridges. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Despite his struggles to heat up and get going, the lead still remains intact.
And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Johnson.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
And taking a look at some stats here for Daniels. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's averaging 10 points a game, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Johnson. An easy 2 points on the layup. And now just a 1-point Hornets lead.
And I love how calm Johnson is. Even with the defense all up on him, he stays locked in on the basket.
Now here's Ball. 6 points for him. Here's Diabate. Trying to end the drought. And he lays it up and in. Diabate's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Alexander Walker. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Diabate's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, powering through the foul there. Miller showing some serious intensity.
Clark, the future of the league is bright with the likes of Brandon Miller roaming the floor.
Yeah, I like him a lot. In 2024, he was 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting. Chet and Wemby were the 2 guys ahead of him, and we know how good both of those guys are. I think he's in a great position to continue to grow and potentially be an all-star.
Miller no good on the free throw. And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the 2nd overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Here's Ball after the basket by Atlanta. On the wing, Miller. He's covered by Daniels. Miller kicks to Bridges. Offline with his 3.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Alexander Walker on the wing. He's covered by Ball. 5 on the clock. Reza Shea finds Landale. And stolen by Miller. And taken away by Johnson. Pass to Alexander Walker. And Ball comes to help. Outside Daniel. 6 to shoot. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
And I love that from Johnson. Sets the pick and then finds some space there for the basket.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. They've led by as many as 14 points. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for him. Here's Knipple. His last outing, he had 24 points. And they pick up 2. Knipple's got 7 points in the game.
Strong work inside by Knipple, proving he's more than just a jump shooter.
There's the pick. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Ball. Charlotte leading by 3. Here's Bridges. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, Bridges using his strength to get the and 1 to go and igniting his team in the process.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. Atlanta making some changes. Newell, he's checked in for Jalen Johnson. Kisper comes in for Reza Shea. And it's Buddy Hield in for Daniels. Charlotte also making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Knipple. James comes in for Brandon Miller. And it's Green in for Ball. Here's Alexander Walker. Now here's Kisper. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. We have the break in the action. Let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games. the Hornets #1.
The teams they've faced over the last 10 have to be wondering how long this brutal defense is going to last. There's no let-up in these teams. They play with tenacity throughout.
Trey Mann, he's checked in for Miles Bridges. Pass to Hield. Near the three-point line, it's Kispert. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
The Hawks trail by 8. Pass to Kispert. Back to Alexander Walker. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Misses from close range. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Alexander Walker. Back to Kispert from the arc. He can't get it to go.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
You know, Clark, in terms of guarding multiple positions, few do it better than Grant Williams.
Yeah, Grant is really special defensively. I mean, he doesn't have the greatest size, and he's not a tremendous athlete, but what he has is savvy and a willingness to use his body to make it hard for the opponent. He guards 1 through 5 effectively, and he's got the strength to guard guys much bigger than him.
And he makes the first.
Known for his hard-nosed defense, Williams loves to get involved on offense, too.
McCollum's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And Williams drops them both. The Hawks trail by 8. And here's McCollum. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, we know CJ's got a good shot, but he is at his best going to the rim.
Here's Mann. He's defended by Landale. Can't hit that one. Here's Newell. He has 5. Great open look there. And now just a 3-point Hornets lead.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Man, Landale grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Hornets leading by 3. Green passes to Mann. There's 1:26 left in the second quarter. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. And the foul called on Grant Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul, just something to keep in mind.
They double him with Green. Knocked away.
They've been more turnover prone here tonight.
Guys, this is a close game. I mean, the miscues can really weigh heavily. They've got to be careful here.
And here's James outside. Rebound by the Hawks. Landale's got 5 rebounds tonight. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
Free throw good. McCollum.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
Charlotte's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Boy, off the bounce, Green has such a quick first step.
46 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now McCollum, 7 points in the game. Money from the wing. McCollum's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's Mann. He's guarded by McCollum. Mann can't hit.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Green taking his time here. Pass to Mann. Over Kispert. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hornets lead by 3. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now, and Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court. Whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Hello, everybody. Before getting into the first half recap, let's check in on the injured players around the NBA.
Unfortunately, no Kobe White for them, a guy who gives them a spark, can score in bunches. His contributions cannot be overlooked.
White also does a pretty good job of running the offense. It's a tough break. And focusing back in on the Hawks. They're in a tight one.
I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting that defense on its heels.
Yeah, you love their tempo. When they play fast, they can put points on the board in a hurry, Ernie.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.